The dead internet theory is an online conspiracy theory that asserts due to a coordinated and intentional effort, the internet now consists mainly of bot activity and automatically generated content, manipulated by algorithmic curation to control the population and minimize organic human activity. The proponents of the theory believe these social bots were created intentionally to help manipulate algorithms and boost search results in order to manipulate consumers. Some proponents of the theory accuse government agencies of using bots to manipulate public perception. The date given for this death is generally around 2016 or 2017. The dead internet theory has gained traction because many of the observed phenomena are quantifiable, such as increased bot traffic, but the literature on the subject does not support the full theory. And if you're wondering why I decided to start off the video with that, is because I saw this article literally the other day, or like yesterday. And I know we're starting off the year with dead internet theory, but it's about Meta wants to put more like social media influencers on stuff like Instagram and Facebook. And I read that and I said, "This is no way that's true." Like in my heart of hearts, I said, "There's no way that's true." And honestly, just like anecdotally speaking, when I kind of think about it, it feels like everybody's trying to capitalize on this AI. Because I mean, think about it this way, right? Say you are someone who tends to scroll a lot, and if you're someone who scrolls a lot, dude, hell. You're on YouTube Shorts, you're on TikTok, and how many videos have a format that's kind of like this? The man found his daughter inside of a truck, but unfortunately, the daughter's truck could not move, so the father decided to go and get a wrench and open the trunk manually, which he found his daughter. Police were then called to the scene, and then it was resolved that two men had tried to kidnap the daughter. Like, think about it that way. You have it in that tone, or it sounds like or it's that tone, or it sounds like it's not organic. Even if somebody's speaking, it sounds very like robotic, and that's what's being pushed. Kind of like an example like these.
This is 100% why mascots make $400,000 a year. This is Freddie Falcon, and he's swinging from 900 feet in the air. He did this to break the world record for the highest indoor rope swing. Would any amount of money make you try this?
In the rapidly evolving world of gaming, AI-powered level design is garnering excitement among developers and players alike. Imagine a game where the landscapes and challenges are custom-tailored based on individual player behavior, offering infinitely varied scenarios. Dr. Elena Martinez, a fictional gaming technologist, discusses in a TED Talk-style presentation how this technology personalizes gaming experiences and pushes creative boundaries. This innovation not only elevates player engagement, but also influences game development by reducing production time, allowing for a deeper focus on narrative richness. The ripple effects extend beyond gaming into industries like architecture and education, where adaptive environments can reshape learning and design processes.
And on screen for you now, I'm going to show you this little stat sheet where it says here, like, global average of bot traffic reached like 32%, and it says growing use of generative AI connected to the rise in symbol bots. That's basically like ChatGPT and chatbots in general. And you have like account takeovers, a persistent business risk, and this and that, and all that stuff, fun stuff on here. But the point is that when it comes to botted stuff or botted channels, this and that, you'll find that there's like a massive, not increase, but you'll find that they're more prevalent, and they tend to be getting pushed. Because when you think about it, right, when you're pushing an algorithm to something and you find what people are watching, then people are going to tend to gravitate towards said algorithm. But anyways, here I'm going to read you guys some snippets of this Forbes article here, because I feel like this really highlights, generally speaking, what's been going on with that. So I'm just going to go here, and it says here that AI generated user accounts are flooding Instagram and Facebook according to their parent company Meta. The company is rolling out a wide array of AI products, including one that helps users create AI characters on Instagram and Facebook. Meta hopes to attract a younger audience in a face off with key competitors like TikTok and Snapchat. Connor Hayes, Vice President of Product for Generative AI at Meta, tells London's Financial Times, "We expect these AIs to actually exist on our platforms in the way that human accounts do." The new developments from Meta join an online tool called AI Studio, launched in July, to allow users to make their own chatbots. You can clone yourself or create an artificial persona online using text-to-video software, and build an artificial presence has never been easier. So you're basically making your own, I guess, if you watch Blade Runner 2049, you're making your own joy, basically, which is...
What a day, You look lonely.
It's kind of ironic that we've kind of been going in that direction with this whole AI, generative AI. I mean, there's that one article, article where it's like women will bang more bots in 2025 than men, which I know it's a big meme on Twitter, but it's just funny that it feels like we're actually edging closer to that. But anyways, moving along here, I actually have something where it says here, Meta follows the trend creating the AI influencer. So Aitana Lopez is an international model based out of Barcelona. Fluent in Spanish, she travels the world, according to her Instagram account, where she has nearly 350,000 followers. Aitana earns between 3,000 and 10,000 per month from her brand deals, according to Euronews. She's active on FanView, a competitor to OnlyFans, where digital creators can monetize their online content. Aitana, as the first two letters in her name suggest, is not real. Neither is her backstory. She was developed by Ruben Cruz, the designer and founder of agency The Clueless. And I actually started to take a look at this account just really quickly. Like, I scrolled through it really quick to see what exactly made it stand out as like an influencer. And believe it or not, it's the exact same stuff that people be posting, like the same info stuff. So despite that they say they want to attract younger audiences, it's basically more or less fed into the exact same loop of, well, oh, guess what? We have an AI influencer. What is she doing? And besides, I actually started to compare it to somebody else, so I just pulled out Kim Kardashian because that was the first name that came to mind. And as you saw on screen, it's almost like the exact same style. So in an effort to like combat other companies, it's almost like everything got homogenized, hence why the dead internet theory is something that is kind of popular online, or at least a lot of people look at it and can attest to it, even if it's not entirely verifiable. Because despite this being an AI influencer, it does the same stuff that somebody who's more popular and who's real does. It's almost like it follows a specific set of steps to do this, that, and hey, if I was a bit of an older person and I'm not familiar with how AI works, I would think this is a real person, even though it says AI on it. So it's kind of like give or take. But there was something interesting in this article that I actually want to take a look at, because not only is it just talking about influence, but I want to take a look at this chatbot because it's something that's kind of interesting, and I'm going to show you something in a second. So here I have something called Character AI, just to give you like a preview of what we're getting ourselves into. And so here I decided to pick Donald Trump just out of nowhere. Okay, mind you, this is not a real person. This is not the real Trump. I don't even think the real Trump would answer like this, but yeah. Regardless, so I hear you see me having a conversation with it. I'm just pulling out random stuff that I remember off the top of my head. I don't remember everything. And of course, when it got to talking about cheap labor, it decided to do that. But the point is that these chatbots can literally be stylized to whatever you guys want it to be. It's literally like the perfect character for you. I know I made a Blade Runner reference, but I mean, it's kind of on the nose, if you know what I mean here. And I actually decided to go a bit more into the rabbit hole. And I found this link to this article here from my eMarketer, where it says here, it talks about AI user accounts. And if you actually go to one of the pictures here, it says here, US consumers who use AI-driven chatbots by demographic in March of 2024. And you have the percentage of respondents in each group. And so here, you have the ages from 18 to 24 being 29%. You have 25 to 39 being 27%, 40 to 54 being 15, and 55 to 69 being 5%, which it kind of makes sense, because you're going to find that younger audiences do tend to gravitate towards into more AI stuff, and of course like a more middle-aged audience might try that stuff as well. And as you get older folks have less interest in stuff like AI. And even if you keep going down, you have like different household incomes. And then if you keep going down as well, you have the regions that it's in. And you find the Western region has 24%, which, Silicon Valley. That was a terrible joke. But you understand where I'm coming from here. That a lot of people do tend to use this. So this is why Meta decided to be like, hey, we're going to actually invest into this stuff. And I mean, you even have stuff like, not the metaverse, which is not AI generated, but you have all these different projects that get people to, spend more time in the virtual world. Because what sounds more enticing, okay? In your mind, say you're someone who doesn't get out much. Do you have a chatbot that does exactly what you tell it to, and it tells you what you need to hear, what you want to hear, or would you rather deal with someone who's real, who you don't want to talk to, and who probably is going to tell you what you need to hear, but it's not in the way that you want it? What sounds more appealing? Probably the former, right? Which is what makes the most sense here. Of course, there's other factors that can do that are inside of this, like, loneliness epidemics and yada yada yada. But you get my point here, is the fact that they are literally trying to make this Like the fact that the internet is moving more towards this generative AI stuff literally sounds like it's out of a movie, which is kind of insane to think about. But that's where we are today when it comes to this stuff. And really, the irony that I find in all of it is just the fact that these AI tools, it's just they basically copy what people are doing in general. Like that's really what it's doing. It does exactly the same trends. I mean, if you look at the earlier thing, it even said that there's like an OnlyFans competitor account. It's not by mistake. This is what people are clicking on. So all this AI generative stuff is, to me, is what it's doing is just keeping people in the same spot that they were always in to begin with, which is kind of insane to think about. And even though I was just messing around with a chat AI, this is what people are really looking at. But anyways, if you guys are actually interested in like a more in-depth video on the dead internet theory, I wouldn't mind looking into it because it's something that's always had some kind of interest to me. But regardless, I don't know if anybody really wants it, but I'll keep it on the table. But anyways, I just want to take a quick look at this article because I thought it was pretty interesting, and the fact that Meta actually admits that it wants more AI influencers is a bit troublesome to me. But I'm only here to tell you, what the future holds. But anyways, if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my socials down in the description below. And, off to a new year. Let's go.